We're Mel and Kate, and after meeting on an island 13 years ago, we've been on an adventure ever since. From running businesses together to facing health challenges, even multiple moves across the country, our latest adventure is our Sprinter van build.
We're gonna open this bad boy now, the MaxxAir fan. We try to get it in the black lid. That's really what I wanted, but they were sold out, so we got the white one. Some screws, instructions that I will be reading. Wow, there she is. It's bigger than I expected. Okay, time to watch some videos and read some instructions on how to get this thing installed.
We should have taken like flip-flops.
So right now we're gonna do the initial setup of installing the fan. All right, so this whole thing goes up top.
Right.
And when we cut it,
The wood's gonna go around here.
the wood goes on the underside, right? So it's gonna be like this, basically. These go side to side, not front to back. And since we need to know what to cut, we're actually gonna flip this. And because this is the part that comes into the van. Yeah.
Been waiting to take that down. Like, shall I do it? And she just didn't answer, so.
Okay. You can move it.
I don't even know that you marked. Did you mark something? Mel spent the last couple minutes trying to mark this. Actually trying to mark the ceiling, but he marked that. There's no marks on the ceiling. There's none.
All right, so we figured out a way to make the template a little easier. And what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be tracing this template onto this cardboard and then using tape to paste, to tape it up there. Somewhere over there. And then that'll give us an inside area where we need to put our trash bag to catch all the metal shavings, and then we'll climb up on the roof, clean it up, and use that same template to mark out exactly where we're going to be cutting through the sheet metal. Okay, and then this should perfectly fit in, and this is the piece that the fan basically goes inside. Then we seal everything with Sikaflex adhesive. We screw everything down into 2x2 pieces of wood. 4 2x2 pieces of wood that'll be going along each side. So it's super sturdy and it ain't gonna go anywhere. It ain't gonna blow anywhere and it ain't gonna leak. No leaks, no leaks. There it is, our template. Template is attached to the roof. Now we're going to outline it. He's a little bit more straight. We're gonna apply the blue tape. It should be good to go. So I just realized that instead of using a template that might be off a little bit, I should just use the ring itself. This thing right here. So what I did is I took the template that I made, which, you know, it's not gonna be perfect, and then I put that here and then did the black lines. But then when I went and put this on top of it, it was off a bit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just put some new tape, put this on here like that, and then trace around it. That should give me a more accurate reading. Alrighty, so let's do it again. Well, that's it for today. I got both of the fans mapped out. That's where I'm gonna be cutting over there. And I'll also be installing a fan over there, and I'll be cutting over there. So tomorrow we get her done. We're gonna do the hole through it first, then do a pilot hole and start cutting it out. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be all set with 2 working, non-leaking fans. That'd be great. And then I also have to fix the windows because they're leaking. But that's an easy fix. More Sikaflex fixes anything. Okay, what I'm about to do is drill a center hole. This is going to make a hole in the sheet metal of the van, and then there's no going back. Once I make the center hole, Kate will know where to hang up the bag, and we'll also make sure that we're not hitting any structural pylons in the van when we cut. Okay, we're through. How do we look down there? Okay, are we good, babe?
Yeah, look. Look at them. So now I can hang up the garbage bag?
Now you can hang up the garbage bag.
All right, it is Saturday morning. We are working on fan installation today in the van, which is an important thing because I like air movement where I live. So I have got a trash bag and the blue tape. I'll tell you what that's for in just a second. Mel already did. We have it all marked off.
We're going to be drilling into the roof here for the fan. I got my gloves, I got my ear protection, I got my mask just in case I don't want to breathe in any metal shards. I got my drill. I'm about to do a pilot hole so then I can get the saw in there. And we're going to start cutting along the edges that I've marked out. And hopefully everything goes smooth, which, you know, whenever you're doing a project like this, there's always something that pops up. And then we will make sure that this fits in the hole that I cut, which I've measured like 5 times, with this ruler along with this tool. So yeah, here we go. Kate is inside right now and she is taping the bottom of this with a trash bag, so all the metal shavings that I cut from this land in that trash bag because we don't want those metal shavings anywhere. They can cause rust and they're just not good. So fan install number 1. This is the first fan install, then we're going to be doing one over there too. Here we go. Make sure all those metal shards when I cut through land in that bag. We made a hole. Now let's see. If this thing fits. The moment of truth. Oh yeah, it's almost fitting. It almost fits. Well, I think we need to trim the edges a little more to make sure it fits, because it's not quite there. It actually fits. I just had to push it down a little bit. It is stuck on, oh, okay, right here. Stuck a little bit on that edge.
Does it fit?
Yeah. I think I just need to shave a little bit more off. Now I'm gonna pre-drill these holes. It's where the screws go to hold this piece into the van. Okay, pre-drilled holing complete. Now, when we put the screws in, they'll go in much easier. And the final step is to cut pieces of wood to really solidify and make sure this thing is gonna sit in place. Whew. Now we'll let this paint dry, and the next thing we'll work on is chopping 4 pieces of wood that fit along here, but on the inside. And then when we drill this piece in, it will be attached to that 2x2 piece of wood on the other side for maximum support.
2x2.
Measure twice, cut once. Hopefully this is sturdy. So what the cuts we just made were for the long edges, and there's going to be 2 long edges. So like that's going to be the long edge, and then this is going to be the other long edge. And then we need to cut 2 more for each one, but it's going to be the short edge. So we need to measure the short edge. So basically it's going to go from here. It's just
3/4.
Shy.
13 3/4, right?
Yeah. All right. So now what we need to do is we need to glue each of these pieces to the roof where the fan is going to go. And we can tell because I pre-drilled these holes.
In the roof?
In the roof. So we'll know the holes need to be like right in the middle there.
That's awesome.
These don't even need to be nailed together. They don't need to be nailed. They're just going to be glued to the roof with the liquid nails. And then from the roof we'll be able to drill. It'll be like, you know, this will be upside down.
And you'll be able to drill right through it.
Oh, hey there. Now it's time to make the second window. We've already prepped it for cutting. Now we're gonna get it set up all again, measure it again, and then make the pilot hole, make the center hole, and get to grinding. Okay, it looks like the measurements are good. I just checked them again. And then along with the measurements, I want to make sure that I check that this is going to fit. It doesn't have to be an exact perfect cut. It's okay to be a little short on the cut, preferably, because then you can go back and trim out the space that you need to fit it in. But I'm pretty much good to go. And I want to make sure that I'm 21 inches from this. From right there to here is my 19 to 2021 is my safe zone. So I'm right in that zone, which is good. Okay, now I'll be able to punch the center hole, which I've done right here. And then I'll do a couple pilot holes at each corner, just so I can get the blade in. And then we'll get down to sawing. Hole fan number 2. All good. Can you reach this?
Got it.
Okay, now the moment of truth. Okay, there's still some edges I gotta grind. Oh, well, a little tight. Is it in? I can't tell. No, a few more. I think I need a grind down right here. Everything else?
How's it looking?
Everything else is good. I think right there is right here. Then it should be good. Oh, hello there, and welcome to another day of the van build. We got in this morning, and this piece of wood dropped down from the heavens. And we were wondering, where did it come from? Well, it came from right here. It was supposed to be glued on there and settling overnight so we could install the fans. We can drill into these pieces of wood and secure the fan so the fan wouldn't go flying. But we found this on the ground, which means that the sealant didn't hold. So we're gonna have to try to do that again. These other ones, they seem to be doing all right. But this one, for some odd reason, didn't want to stay up. So I'm scraping all of the liquid nail residue off, and we're gonna try one of their competitors to see if it holds better. Then we can get up there and we can nail in or screw in the plastic piece that will hold on to this. And then basically we can get the fan in. And then we can get the other fan in. Actually thought it was the glue that wasn't working, but as a matter of fact, it was us that was not working. What we realized is for the glue to stay attached in the best possible way, it doesn't adhere best to paint. So you have to grind it all down to where you want it to stick, and then it'll stick much better. So we're hoping that works. We also got new clamps, which is pretty cool. On that fan hole, we did grind down all 4 edges to expose the metal, so the glue should stick better there.
It's holiday hat season!
Hey, give me my hat!
Christmas and Hanukkah all on one hand.
Yay! 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 It's the time of festivities. Whew, I'm bundled up today. I got shirt on, sweatshirt on, fleece. Actually, we can check right now to see how that piece of wood was glued or not glued to the ceiling so we can install the first fan.
Well, at least the clamps are there.
Pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think we'll be able to do this. So for now, let's hop on the roof and get the insert for the fan drilled into these 2x2s and move forward with van installing. We got it in. We got 3 of them in here. We got 3 on that side, and now we're doing the other sides to get her in. We got this part installed. We're gonna Sikaflex all around it. Best ever. I need this to keep me going. We're doing the second fan, and I'm putting extra butyl tape to level everything off to this. So there'll be 3 strips, 1 here, 3 strips here, because you got to take account for these ribs. All right, I'm putting this on. Here we go. Give it to me, I need my incident. Yay, yay. Well, that's it, folks, for the day. We got a lot accomplished, and we got a lot more to accomplish.
Tomorrow!
Tomorrow's another day. I'm going to bed.
Today is the day. We are going to be installing one of our fans today. We spent the last couple days doing the prep work for it, getting the wood put in, getting the frame, getting everything bolted down, and now we finally get to put the first of the 2 fans in. And I'm super excited about this because I love having a fan. Let's go.
Turn this thing counterclockwise.
What's the way counterclockwise? This way or this way?
Counterclockwise.
Well, which way is counterclockwise? This?
The way the clock doesn't go. Try the other way. Oh, you might need to pull it up first. There you go.
Oh. Look at it. Ooh, it goes up.
When you hand this to me on the roof, I'll put the screws right here. Those 4 screws go there.
Okay.
You need to make sure you drop the wires in. Make sure they don't get stuck. 2 screws go right there. And that's it. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
So I got this baby blower. And this will come in handy because, first of all, the van gets really dirty inside, so we'll be able to use it. But also up top, when we did the fan cut out, and when we did the roof rail, a lot of the shards got stuck in the roof rails, so that'll be able to blow out of this. And it's the same battery for the caulking gun, which is cool. So off we go. We did it! First fan is in. Whoo! That took a few days. Both fans are in. This one's going over the kitchen. This one is over our bedroom sleeping area. And hopefully it'll keep things nice and cool, because you can set these fans on intake and outtake. So this fan could be bringing air in, while this fan can be taking air out. And that's very handy, especially over the kitchen when we're cooking. So fans are in officially. Phew! Nice.